I spent all of that break talking about visual novels. I love it. Why not? Why not, Katie? So yeah, here we go. Welcome to San. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm a little bit shy about showcasing this because I haven't got much feedback from this game so far. So yeah, just let me know what you think. We'll go for new game. Oh, and there will be bugs. There will be bugs in this visual novel, so please bear that in mind. Another storm? Looks like it. I've never seen one this bad. We should find shelter. Well, it's this way, but we still have a mile to go. How is she? She'll hold up. I told you, I'm fine. It's what I said. Save your energy. You'll need it. Ah, there you are. You wish to see me? I wish for you to see common sense, boy. But seeing you now will have to suffice. When's your next journey? Well, I go as soon as we're done here. What are you doing? Oh, well, these trinkets are rather dull. I could use a bit of help. With all respect, Reverend, I am in a hurry. What is it this time? I delve into the Elliot Canyon. 2 tourists have won a bid to travel with me. Some scientist and a sailor. And whatever could they want in Sanguin? Doesn't matter. They pay well. Do you hear yourself, boy? Does nothing else matter? You know why I do this. Did you just call me for a lecture? Use your eyes. Over there, by the altar. An offering of goodwill. Rations, bandages. This will be useful. Thanks. How often do you change yours? I try my best, but you know why I do this. And don't pretend I'm a money grabber. You know why I do this. So, if that is all, look at yourself, Joshua. You are letting the flow of sands go by without much of a second thought. You sacrifice too much for your sister. Don't. She is studying well, that is true. She is able to combine her logic and her knowledge. She has even picked up a few languages. But what will that get her tomorrow? What do you mean? Without you, she has no survival skills. She depends entirely on you to get by, and will continue to rely on you until she completes her studies. Her journey will take several years and a great deal of patience, Joshua. Without you by her side, where will she be? I thought you said a tribe raises a child. I said it takes a tribe to raise a child, yes. You are misremembering my words, so take heed and think. There are already several orphans here in Bev. We are overflowing. Do you think she would benefit as much as she does under your care if you perish in the sands? Those supplies I have given you are also supplies given to orphans here. No fruit or vegetables, hardly any water. How long do you think those would last a child? I could stretch them for 3 days. Try for a week. That's... How did I get by? With great difficulty. May your little sister never find out. I can see it, Joshua. You are getting weaker. So let me speak plainly. Earn enough to buy your sister and yourself some medicine. She will not adjust and survive without you. Reverend, it is pointless now. How reckless of you to call a few more years pointless. You impressed me enough when you were younger that I put my name on the line and allowed you to join our tribe. And now, this? But work hard, Joshua. It would be sad to watch you grow dull. Thank you, Reverend Michael. I will be off. May the journey be swift, and the sands take your feet. The journey to the sandport was tedious. It took 3 days' ride on the back of my camel. Through the dunes, it is too easy to let the mind dry and burn on thoughts and worries, so I focused on the sands. For most of the time, there was nothing but sand, and when you see nothing but sand, that too can infect the mind. You see things that aren't quite there, hear things that you know are impossible, yet quickens your heartbeat. Yet I try to take comfort in the dunes, my home, in the vast, open nothingness. I am alone, but content. I will last as long as I can, and then I will join the dust. Dreams are not for sand, nor is any other way for the resignation of being anything but the grains underneath a camel's hoof. Eric Lau and Kerry. There's our guide. You're a bit young, aren't you? I'm 15. It's a good age for an escort across the canyon. Experienced enough to know the traps, young enough to avoid them. What kind of traps will we see in the desert? Traps left by the old world, or modern traps left by warring tribes, the occasional sand beast. I'll need to be in the canyon for at least 7 days. You have paid to join me. There are no refunds, but you can stay here if you'd prefer. Cheeky lad, isn't he? We're looking to take some samples of the local flora. Sorry? I want to find plants that live in Sanguin. Right. They need to be as fresh as possible, so the ones in these markets aren't good enough. Good luck. We'll find some along the way, won't we? I make no guarantees. So, this journey could be a waste of time. It might be. We'll take the gamble, then. Doesn't bother me. Of course it doesn't. You're both being paid either way. It's only my job and livelihood on the line. And possibly life. There's the Occasional sand beast too. Spooky. Give it a rest. So, kid, when are we getting our own camels? You don't. We'll all be walking. It is safer to walk through the Elliot Canyon. Lighter footsteps are less likely to attract attention. Excuse me, a moment. Elvira, tradesfolk. Another young customer. You want us to care for the camel? Yes. We trade in fives. We can care for 5, 10, 15 days, and so on. But the price increases. Come back a day late, and the camel is already ours. I'll be gone for 7. 10 days, 10 scraps. 15 days, 20 scraps. Make your choice. That's quite the increase. Elver folk don't negotiate. Pay or not, the sands are still here. I have 20 scraps remaining. It will cost me a lot to lose my camel, but medicine costs 10 scraps, and food to last a week after our return will cost 5. There is no guarantee I'll find enough treasure to cover my costs. Sometimes the ventures in the Elliot Canyon will take as long as I expect, but other times they will take far longer. Should I pay for 10 days or 15 days? So this is the first choice. In Sand, it's going to be quite a narrow story, unlike the See Hears Our Cries. So there aren't going to be that many decisions, but therefore I hope that decisions that are made kind of like showcase a little bit about the world, and in this case the financial pressure. Joshua is always constantly thinking about money because he desperately needs that for the medicine. So he's always got that fear that he's not going to have enough money to pay for the medicine, and constantly he's going to have to work out the value of the things that he finds. And choices like this. Hello Mooncloud, welcome in. So just to carry the story along, I'll be making the decision today. We'll pay 10 scraps for 10 days. Welcome in, Josh. Howdy. Hope you're doing well. So here, you can hopefully see an icon that will show you how much scraps are left in the top left. The button reload won't be there in the normal version. So that's how it will look. And I was thinking maybe I could leave that icon throughout the rest of the game, so you're constantly being reminded how much you're getting through finding artifacts, and how much you are potentially losing if they are lost or become damaged. Thank you so much for the lurk, Mooncloud. I super appreciate it. Gosh, I hope you're okay with the weather. Oh, yeah, it can be quite a bit menacing and a bit headache inducing when the weather stops our plans. So I hope you're okay there, Mooncloud. And well done, Josh. Finished your student marking. Good job. Very happy to finally be able to breathe with my time again. I get that, yes. I've realised I'm working every day this week, so I'm hoping next week is going to be a bit more calmer, So I'll keep reading. Healthy business, healthy camel, a good trade. We hope to see you again soon. But if not, our plates will be full for a few more days. Good to know. We're ready to go. Good. We've got our own supplies. Weapons are in check. Hopefully we won't need it. But you hired a backup just in case. Sensible. There's nothing scary about these weapons. Just the person who wields them. Or accidentally sets them off. Let's go. So I'm hoping to do a kind of like video introduction to the first chapter, main chapter of the story, The Blur. Each chapter is basically the name of the story that you're going to be discovering through finding artifacts. So the first story that you're going to be uncovering is called The Blur. And in the first one, I decided a bit earlier this stream actually that I'm going to make it relatively simple. It's going to be, I haven't got to the backgrounds yet, but it's going to be a background, and you're going to be looking for some items in the background and you'll be picking them up to try and find a cohesive story. After that, it's going to be a bit more puzzle finding to find the future artifacts. But it's not going to be a very difficult game. It's more focused on like the stories and the kind of lore that I'm feeding in into this game that will also give hints to the main game as well. So yeah, we don't have a background right now for this. I have used some art as placeholders that I'm able to use for commercial use, but I'm hoping to commission some new backgrounds for that soon. So it is on the to-do list. So the rest of it, unfortunately, is going to be in a black background. I apologize for that. I don't know what I was expecting, but there sure is a lot of sand. Where are you taking us? Forward. Yes, but where? There is nowhere in the canyon. The landscape changes. There is here, and there is there. If things change so much, how do you get back? Experience. The lad's informative. I don't see any vegetation nearby. Well, we have 7 days. How about I sing a song while we walk? I didn't pay you to sing. Now, I ain't gonna sing this. My voice is super croaky right now. But I added this in because I wanted to kind of like add in a bit of, because Eric Lau is from Tauru, and I wanted to show some Tauru culture. A beautiful face, a perfect portrait, silent songs of love, of love. A beautiful face, a perfect portrait, memories held dear, held dear. Shame no one is joining in. I don't know it. Oh, come on, it's a hidden Tauru. I thought you were one of us. I've been told I'm too stuck up to be Faru, let alone one of you. You could do with relaxing a bit. How about some Taurian poetry instead? There was a genuine ache in the wind's heart, 1,000 cuts in the golden sail, so death do apart. And of course, these two, this song and poem, are definitely foreshadowing. So there you go. It sounds miserable. Well, Taurian poetry is. So, songs it is then, right? Be quiet. Well, that's a bit rude. Shh, listen to what he says. We should change direction. Follow my feet exactly. Alright. Careful now. Can we slow down? I'm struggling to keep up. You didn't stretch your legs back in Taru? Hush. What's that? A dust devil. That doesn't make sense. Quiet. That dust storm is louder than us. I hardly think our voices would make a difference. And now we run. Go. So I'll be adding some sound effects here too as well. What? What are we running from? Run now, science later. I'm sinking. Help. Ah, crap. Oi, boy! Wait. There you go. Come on. Ah, damn it. I'm stuck too. Boy, come back. We're sinking. Are you going to help us? Eric, something is touching my toes. You're going into the sandworm's burrow. Whatever you do, don't use your weapons. They release a scent when they die, which causes a swarm. How do we not go into the burrow? You don't. Just relax. I'll find you a way out. Sandworms don't eat on odd-numbered days anyway, so you don't need to worry. Tell me you're kidding. Ah. Not a voice actor. Damn you. Sandworms follow unsteady, loose feet in the Elliot Canyon. When they find their prey, they loosen up the sands below and pull down its food. It is a common trap for novices in Sanguin. But there is often treasure in the sandworm burrows. This is one reason to take tourists with you on expeditions. Free treasure. I walked some time to find a rock that would hold 3 of us and embedded a device called a linker. I carefully stood above where Eric and Kerry had sunk and carefully allowed myself to be swallowed by the sand. I landed in the burrow. And so that is what we've got so far. There is a decision to make shortly after that regarding the welfare of Kerry. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? I hope you like it. Oh, because it's the it's not gonna let me use those buttons. Let's go here. So what do you think? I'm quite pleased with it so far, but I would definitely appreciate feedback on this, just because I really want to get some voice actors involved. So if the story is complete utter trash, I kind of need to know. Thank you very much, Katie and Josh, for popping in and saying hi. But yeah, what do you think of the story? What do you think of the characters? As you can see, we definitely need some voice actors because I can't keep reading that. I can't do the voices. Not me. I am definitely looking forward to getting some new backgrounds. Luckily, I have been already working with some really cool background artists who have been helping me with the main project. So I reckon I could probably persuade them to let me commission them for some for this one as well.